Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here. I'm happy that you are here. And today I want to give you a really quick, each idea I'm going to try and make quick, but I want to give you ideas for last minute presents. Now, of course, it's the holidays, but these ideas are good for any time of the year. You have, you know, something that was not, sorry, that was not, on schedule, and all of a sudden you have to think of a present real quick, but you are a crafter. So I'm going to give you a few ideas, and hopefully, maybe you'll even use one of these ideas now, just in a few days, maybe. So here we go. The first idea is going to do with making a tiny little booklet for someone who likes to take notes and write. And I'm thinking to use all kinds of scraps. So, by the way, yes, this is a pajama. It was pajama day at school. And usually, as soon as I walk through the door, it's off with the clothes and on the pajamas and the comfy clothes, but I didn't have to because I was already wearing them. Yay! So take scraps of papers for this one. Any scrap will do. It's really up to you, and depending on the taste of the person you're making this for. So I will myself start with, I'm wondering what color thread I have in my machine. No, the color is black, so I can't use it. But if you have the right color of thread in your machine, you might want to just sew around this if you want. Since I don't have it, I will glue this. And this is only to make the outer layer of this journal a little stronger because, hold on, I'm trying to find glue that I can actually operate here. There we go. This is not strong enough. I don't even know if it's cardstock per se. This is embossed. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong side of the paper. I'll just fold it the other way. Here I am trying to hurry up and of course making mistakes, but you'll have I'm sure a little more time than I do right now. So yeah, we're gonna make a little notebook. I have a few other ideas. So this is just the first one, and I want to make this interesting and fun. And like I said, last minute, but we'll come up with a few other ideas. So I will glue this in here. For me, this is just a step necessary to reinforce the outer layer of this little notebook because it's very thin paper. I could have taken regular cardstock, you know, to line the inside of this journal. Whatever works, it's all good. And you'll see this is a no sew, no nothing little notebook, and it's going to be super sweet and super cute, and people like handmade presents. I think, anyways. I know I do because I make them as well. Not everyone, of course. You got to choose your public. So all you need is scraps of paper. So of course I prepared before I came on camera, although not thoroughly. I do need a few more pages. I'm thinking maybe of this one. Now, the whole idea is not to, necessarily, I just want to see. Oh, look at that. Oh, now that's beautiful. That's even better. I mean, I don't mind scraps, but if I can avoid wasting paper, I will. So I will just cut this with my ruler. What was I going to say? Yes. No, I don't remember. Using your scraps, that's for sure. And yeah, choose your public. So of course, if you have somebody that likes flowers, go with that. If you have somebody that likes more grungy, go with that. Whatever it is. And it's easy. Also, I could have used the front, maybe just simple cardstock, no flowers, no nothing, and stamp images on the front. Right? I just chose this because I really do love my embossed papers. Okay, let's see. This looks good, but now it's coming out a little too much. I will trim it. For now, I'm just trying to gather a few pieces of paper I think would look good. Oh, I see this. This is coffee stained. Let me see. Now, it doesn't have to all be even, but oh my gosh. Okay, I'm very lucky. This is unbelievable. Just so happens that it's the right size. Where's my, okay, paper cutter. So yeah, I'm just grabbing random pages here and there. I'm trying to make a quick little cute notebook, and that's all I have in mind right now. There. And how about another white page? So I'd have to cut right about here. No need to be precise. Unless it's your thing, then just grab your trimmer. I'm just trying to make something quick to show you, and then we'll move along with another idea. So you don't have to have it like super thick. It's really up to you. I'm just trying to decide here how much I want to put, how I want to. Oh, isn't that just sweet? Perfect. Okay, I will trim it right about here because it's a little too long. I don't know if I can put as many. Like, this is really thick. I'll try. Yeah. Might not have been my best idea. It's okay. I will unfold. Now that I've started cutting anyways, it will be my guide. That's all. It's all good. There we go. Right here. And then I'll do the same. Oops, that didn't cut. Okay, whoops. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Okay, it's the handmade paper. It was a little too thick. There we go. Just like that. I think it's going to be just fine. There. Perfect. Okay, now this should fit nicely. I'm just going to refold a tiny bit. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, this is so pretty. It's just a tiny little notebook. It could use maybe another page. I'm just trying to figure out what I would like. Let me see. Oh, there's another kind here. Another color with lines as well. Why not? Why not? So, right about here. And I like it because it gives you, because the notebook is not too big, it gives you some, scraps of paper for another one. Oh, yes. Just going to trim this. You'll see there's this, and I have, other ideas, and they can all go in a bundle, in a one present thing. You'll see. You have some faith here. Come on. Every item we make can be part of the same one present, and then it becomes something really, really nice, if I do say so myself. Okay, so the way we're going to bound this, super easy. There's many ways. If you feel like you have the time, of course, do make holes and, do the pamphlet stitching, which is so easy. It's the easiest thing to do. Punch holes, go through, make a knot in the middle, you're done. Or you can go even easier. Punch holes, put these in, and you're done. And here's how we're going to do it. Now, I just hope I can punch through this amount of paper. Let me see, because this is pretty thick. It's pretty thick. Hold on. I'm just trying to align myself with the crease here. Oh my goodness. It went in like butter. There. And it's really, really fun to just do it this way. It's absolutely cute. And it will look nice also on the outside because it will add some metal. And if you know me, I love the addition of metal. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's going to be sweet. But again, you could have used, making holes like that and then just pass a rope through it and make a knot in the middle here and you are done. You also could have put some sort of elastic. Some ropes are more elastic and that's also good. And look at this. Don't tell me this isn't cute. You have metal on the outside. Come on. This is adorable. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. And then let me just grab one. Okay, so a piece of rope of any kind and a little bow. This one might be a little too short. I just grabbed whatever I could find real quick to show you, but voila. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that simple? And if you don't, like I said, if you don't have this type of paper, any kind of paper, and then use your beautiful stamps that you never ever use. I'll give you an example. It could be a blank cardstock, whether it's white or whatever it is. You could stamp this tiny little bird right in the middle or right here. You could also use the beautiful rub-ons I'm always talking to you about. So let's pretend this was a blank piece of paper, right? It was white. Nothing prevents you from putting a rub-on or a sticker and then a stamp in the corner. Easy. Keep it simple. Have fun. And I'm telling you, they will be very popular because they're so simple, yet they're handmade, super cute, and it's a beautiful little present. Now, if you have more time, of course, you could stamp the word journal on a piece of paper. Of course, where did I put it? Anyways, a piece of that, maybe that kind of paper. Oh, there you go. Look, see a leftover paper here. You can cut a piece, put the word journal or notes, and just glue it here to make it even more precious. But you know, there are so many ways to create something super quick, super easy, and you can create many of these as well, right? So stocking stuffers, or in addition to a present, there are so many things you can do with these. So I'm going to move on to the next idea. Okay, so I told you these presents can be offered to the same person as one present with multiple things handmade. So bookmarks. So this person loves to read, loves to write. Perfect. I printed one of my digital papers that I purchased on a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to use this to make bookmarks. Why not? It's easy, it's fun, and you can adapt them to any theme. Now, I've done bookmarks before. You've probably seen in my YouTube shorts. Not only the shorts, I think I also made a regular length video where I make them with watercolor. And I've also made some with Marta's papers, Marry Me Small Art papers, and oh my goodness, they turned out beautiful. I'll try and grab one or two and show you. And now we're going to make some of our own like this. It's going to be easy, beautiful, and fun. Oh, and while I have them, look, this is just some of the ones I've made. Watercolors and Marta's books. So always fun to receive a bookmark. So quick and easy. I'm going to glue this because I want it to be a little stronger than just one ply. So all we're going to do is glue this once we have folded it. And that way our paper will be much thicker. And so, yeah, I know many of you have or digital papers or just regular beautiful papers that you have on hand that you can easily make bookmarks. Maybe they're much thicker than the ones I had, right? But if not, just grab any kind of a little stronger paper and glue it in the back. The back doesn't have to have the decoration. It could be white. It's just in this case, I thought, you know what? If it's folded, it's thick enough to be a nice, bookmark. But there's all kinds of ways. If you have just regular paper, like, I don't know, you have a tablet of nice papers, just glue something else behind that will act as, making your bookmark a little stronger. So now choose the size you want. I think this width is really pretty nice. Yeah, that's big enough for me. You can make it the width you want. Oh, very nice. I like it. And this one, hold on. What do I want to see in this one? It depends if I want more of this or more of this. I think I want more of this. So I'm just going to, what am I saying? I just said I wanted more of this. Yeah, this is a nice width. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the same. This one is a little wider. This one's a little thinner. And that's fine with me. Now you have a paper scrap. You can do other stuff with it, probably. If you're like me, you always find a way to use something. One of your papers for anything really. Actually, like a title, like remember I said you could put a title, you could easily use a little thinner piece of that and put the word notes or journal. There's always a use. Okay, let's move on. So what you could do with this, easily you could use rub-ons. This is one of my go-tos. I really love rub-ons. I love to use them. They add a lot of beauty very quickly, but you could also use something that you've cut out from a collage book, or any fussy cutting you've done on digital papers that you might have purchased. I'll just give you an idea here. Look at these. Isn't this cute? I could certainly use an image like this, or like this beautiful little birdie right here. So this is the time to get your scissors out, and whatever item. Oh, look at him. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, he's adorable. And she's also pretty. Very, very pretty. Oh my goodness. I love her. But do you know what I mean? You can add, you could decide to just add, I don't know, a few butterflies. I mean, they would have to be smaller. There's all kinds of ideas. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick today. So give me just a moment to see what I want. So I think I want to go with him. I don't know why. I think he's, I don't know, whimsical, cute, and I like this over him. I'm going to put you a little closer. I really love it. And also I tore a piece of like book, and I also saw this. I don't know. And I saw this butterfly. So yeah, hold it. Just let's work with this and see where it leads us. We're just in the creative process here. So I'm thinking he would look good right here, and maybe with this right there. And this is fun because, like I said, this could go to the same person. And this is what, okay, you know what? I like it there. This is what's really fun about these. And all these little presents, I need a piece of scrap paper somewhere so I don't ruin my desk. Okay, I have this piece I used to test my new stamps that I received. I wanted to see what they looked like. Okay. Now I lost my train of thoughts. Surprise, surprise. Yes. It's fun because all these little presents we're making can be offered, you know, to the same person as a whole, or spread through your friends or family. You know, if you have, I gave presents at work, and sometimes I slipped in a few bookmarks. You know, if I know I have an avid reader, a bookmark is always welcomed. So I think right here, and the little bird. So, or you can spread the joy and make many, because I'm showing these real quick. They don't take much time because we all have scraps of papers to make these mini notebooks. And I mean, these bookmarks are pretty simple. You just have to use what you have. I'm trying to figure out where I want him. This should have been a little lower, but I think it's glued now. It's okay. It'll be fine. There. Oh my goodness, this is already cute. It's very, I don't know, it's vintage, but at the same time it's quirky, I think. And it has a little hint of grunge. Ooh, I am not disliking this. I think I'll round the corners. This is really fun. It's so fun. Oh, I'm loving this. I think this should have inked edges as well. Let me just grab something. No, that's too light. Oh, there it is. Gathered twigs. Perfect. I think it's not too dark and not too light. See, so far, I don't know if you've noticed, but this was pretty quick. And if you're like me, I know that I like to fussy cut things in advance, and then I put them all in, you know, drawers like this. And when it's time to craft, which is where I found this, I have all these pieces, you know, and this bird was already cut as well. So you know, when you're not feeling inspired, and I've said this in other videos, that's the time you want to prep work. Because while you're prepping, believe it or not, the ideas will just come to you right away. So this you can choose to sew maybe a piece of fabric to, you know, use as your pull. You can always leave it this way. I like to put a little rope, a dangly dangle of some sort. So I will punch a hole and put an eyelet because I really like it. And I have them, so why not? I have to like double punch sideways a tiny bit because the eyelets are bigger than what this hole punch makes. So I just like go a little sideways and then everything fits. And I think these are perfect for this. Okay, and am I on the right? Yep, the right size to close this. And in this instance, where it just so happened that I folded beautiful paper, it's going to be nice on the back as well, which is always a plus. I really like when everything looks great, both sides, right? So now I'm going to find a little rope of some sort. I just found this, which came from this, which came from Tapology. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It's going to fit this look, I think, with the black, and you know, oh, it's going to be so lovely. Now, you can't find these types of bookmarks anywhere, you know. I had a Christmas sale not long ago, and people really loved the bookmarks. And there you go. Now, isn't that pretty? I mean, yes, perfect. So imagine so far in your present, if you decide to offer this to the same person, of course the bookmark is not made for that, but you don't really need a bookmark for this little notebook. But if you have somebody that loves books and papers and notes and such, now you already have two beautiful little presents to put in that person's little box or bag. Just for the sake of it, because I do have it here, why don't we just finish this one? I thought of black. It's very dramatic. I really love it. I just need to find something else that would fit maybe in the bottom of this. I'm just trying to see what I could have here. I really love that butterfly. Okay, I found two that might fit perfectly with what I'm going for. Now, again, it's just because I found the black was really, oh, see, I was going to go for this at first, remember? But you know what? I just love the flowers, and I think the black here is very dramatic. And I found this. Oh, look at the numbers. Oh, that is nice. But I also found this, and I thought right here at the bottom, that would be very beautiful. I really like everything, but I'm tempted with the number as well. Oh, is it too much black? I'm not sure. I just love it all. Maybe, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have taken 3, because now I'm very confused. I really like it there. You know what? I'm getting an idea while I'm doing this, so I'm going to go with this. Oh my goodness. Why is everything so perfect and lovely? Oh, okay, Lolo, I gotta make a decision. I'm gonna take these two. And then, hold on. I don't know, I just thought of this idea. We'll see. The idea is to keep it simple, right? Because you have last minute presents to make. We already have our little notebook and the other, and I think these two go well together, but you know, you could give 2 bookmarks too. Nothing is preventing you from that. But we're just trying to keep it simple. So right now, I think this right here would look nice. And now, let me see if my idea is good or not at all. Where is it? Where are they? No, that's not it at all. Hold on. That's not what I'm looking for. Give me just a second. I think I put them. Nope. Hold on. Okay, so I have many ideas, which I hope will in return give you many ideas. Now, these are not the ones I was looking for, so I'll put these back. So I thought wouldn't it be dramatic and beautiful to do something like this right there in the corner, and maybe another one right here? Now that is really nice. I think it looks really, really pretty. Or put little corners like these in each 4 corners, just like a little book. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I really love everything. But I think the corners, like, I mean, I don't know. These are really, really dramatic, right? They're big and they really make a statement. I even thought of this word that we could put on top, because it's like, you know, stay curious, read, seek, you know, search for things and answers in books and such. I really like the idea. Now, the only thing about that is if we do this, we can't really put a ribbon because the metal here will be in the way. So it's all about what we decide to do. Not every bookmark has to, you know, have a rope on it. I'm just going to see one more time what I think of the corners. No, you know what? For this one, let's go with the dramatic because of the black. I think it's just a better fit altogether. And yeah, okay, let's do that. So this is really simple. I will round the corners first. And then I will ink the edges as well. You could even ink this with black. Oh, yes, I have, what's it called? Black soot. Let me just grab it. I think it will look amazing. Right here. I think it will look pretty good. Oh, yes, look at this. Do you see? Oh, it's going to be beautiful. So funny because when I came on camera, of course, my idea was to give you ideas of, you know, quick and easy last minute gifts to make. And, but I didn't necessarily know where or how or what style this would go in. Because I get inspired as I'm with you. I don't prepare too much because I want you to see that you can just grab things and start creating, and the rest of the ideas usually just flows, right? It just, as you're playing with things, you're saying, oh, look at this would be nice. Oh, how about this? Oh, I just remembered I had that. You know what I mean? So that's really what I'm here for. I'm just trying to make you think of things that you may have, that you might have forgotten. My desk has never been so messy. I apologize. I was in the middle of a few different kind of projects. So we will now glue the metal. It's super easy. I just put a lot of glue and that's it. Oh, the glue doesn't want to come out. Okay, I had to press kind of hard. There, just put glue. Spread it nicely with the tip here. I mean, I put a lot, but not, you know, too much. Just enough. Then you just have to wait a tiny bit until it sets and it's good. So we'll put one right here in the bottom. Just like that. Now, don't worry, of course, the glue, as you know, will become clear when it dries. That's why I rather put a tiny bit more than less, because it is metal on paper. But I've never, so far I haven't encountered any issues. Unless some of the things I've sent to people came undone, which that would be unfortunate. However, everybody pretty much has glue, so they can always glue it back. But as far as I know, I've never had any complaints that things came undone, you know, unglued and everything. So, okay. And I know this is bold and this is big. I'm thinking of this word, but I also could simply stamp. I have these beautiful stamps here. I really love. I mean, I can really just grab any of these that I love. I don't know. You could also just stamp the word read. You could stamp a sentiment if you want, you know. Yeah, maybe that could be a good idea as well. Actually, it's smaller, but I like that it says read, because this is what it's for. So I'm going to put it right here. I think it's so funny. There. Isn't that sweet? I think this is also a beautiful bookmark. So now, if we decide to, we can give this person 2 bookmarks and a nice little notebook. So aside from these 2 items, I have 2 more ideas. I'm telling you, once these ideas are all together, this makes a fabulous, fabulous last minute, well, oh my goodness, last minute, I can't speak, last minute gift. By the way, I know on and off we hear some background noise. It's my heater. It's very, very cold in this basement of mine. I've said this before, but I just want to make sure you understand why it's so, you know, sometimes a little noisy in the background. So the next thing we're going to do is a beautiful notepad. So you know how you cut things sometimes for a journal and whatnot, you're left with a lot of strips. So I mean, these strips are all even, but they weren't at the beginning. I had one that was a lot larger and one was ripped on the side for whatever reason. So now I'm trying to gather them, and some I've created. I took this page and I cut it to fit these strips because I thought it looked really nice. So now I'm trying to see how to build this little notepad, and I have all of these. I would need maybe, I don't know if this, yep, that would be good. Okay. So this is going to be so simple, and it's going to match everything else we've done. And I'm telling you, if you have an hour or so, okay, and you're an avid crafter like I am, sit in your crafting room on your table and build these and offer them as a present. If you have someone that loves to write and read and loves paper in general, this will be a very delightful present, I'm telling you, because I, as a, you know, paper lover, would be happy to receive this. And I'm not lying. I'm not saying this because I'm making it. It's truly pretty. Okay, so this looks like a very nice size. I really like it. And I like that I've put coffee stained, but I think I want to add 2 more pages simply because I have these 2 pieces here and I'd like to use them, or maybe, oh, I have a better idea. Hold on. Well, not better, but so not better. It's just the way I want to start it. I thought I would start with the white page, but I might start with this color here. So just going to fold it really well so it tears properly. I could also have used my trimmer. I decided to go this route. Okay. If my voice seems a little lower as well, it's just all of a sudden I feel, I don't know, a little scratch in my throat. So, okay. So I think I want to start with this and end with a white. There. I like that. Okay. So these I will keep, obviously. And I'm thinking, because we already went with this paper here that has the embossed. Now, I don't know. I'm thinking this could be the back, let's say. I just want to see what it looks like. And maybe the front should be this embossed paper. Which side is it supposed to be? Okay. This embossed paper, because you can kind of see the beginning of your pad. Now, I think this pad is a little too long for what I have the intentions on doing. So I will get my trimmer and I will trim a tiny bit, and you'll understand why in a minute. Oh, this is too thick. So I will cut this in half and trim. Yeah, that's about good. And of course, these are all beautiful scraps that can be used on tags, and I mean so many places. So don't throw them out because they're such beautiful papers. You can easily make tags with those. So I'm just going to align myself with this measure right here just to get an idea of where I need to cut. Right about there. There. This one was a little thicker. That's okay. Okay. So the reason I wanted it to be wanted it to be a little shorter. Just wanted to make sure that this is at least even. It doesn't matter for the rest, but it must be even at least on top, and maybe the first page right here like that. Okay, so this will be the notepad. Oh, you know what? You know what would be cute is we make another mini one with the leftovers. Isn't that sweet? Oh, that's such a good idea. For now, I won't, because I want this video to progress for you. So I want to do the cover, if you will, of this notepad with this. So I just want to fold it to the right width. So I'm just going to make a line here, and here I'm just going to take my pepper trimmer. I said pepper. I have trouble speaking for some reason. I already have an accent. I don't need a second one. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful too. So many. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Look. Oh, you know what? I could make a mini book with this tab binded one. Oh yeah. Okay. So this will be the back. So I need to trim the same width for the front. So I'm just going to make myself some lines to know where to trim. And you'll see where I'm going with this. It's going to be fabulous. Gorgeous. And so fast and easy. Now, of course, if you don't have this type of paper, just cover it with whatever you choose. I'm just showing you what I have and what I'm intent on doing with what I have, obviously. And I'm going to put this away because this is the big paper trimmer. I don't necessarily need it. Okay, so my intention is to put this as the backing. So we will align it with the bottom. Just like, again, this will be in the middle. It doesn't matter if it moves right now. We're not setting anything in stone just yet. Just like that. And, okay, so this will be the top. So I will just fold it over for now, just like that. Now, of course, you can leave it this way. You don't have to do the next step I'm doing, okay? This is just me giving you ideas. Now, I'm not sure even of what I'm going to do here, but I like this. I like that we see this. I like that it matches the other embossed papers. Now, I have embossed paper. Maybe you have highly beautiful decorative paper, maybe Tim Holtz papers to do something like that, especially since his cardstock is pretty thick. You can definitely do the outer layer of your notebook with that kind of paper. And then I want to add this just like that, because it's still embossed and it follows the look. You know what I mean? Because it's all embossed, except that this part is clear. I think it's a nice transition. I think the word is what I'm trying to say. So I will just make a line here and trim the excess right there. And then I have another idea for you, and then our, you know, presents will be complete. And it's going to be so sweet, so unique. I mean, imagine receiving that. I know that I would love it. So I will just glue these two things together before I proceed to the completion. Now, of course, depending on how much time you have for your last minute, you know, craft gifts. And I mean, I named it last minute. If you have time, just take the time. I'm just saying that within an hour or so, you can certainly come up with a few creative ideas to create little presents, you know. I mean, sometimes you have a guest that's been added to your list and you didn't think of getting them a present. You know, maybe there's somebody's girlfriend, or you know what I mean, or somebody that has everything, you know, but there's all kinds. And like I said, an avid reader, so a paper lover like we are. So I'm just going to glue this here. There. Perfect. I could have left it a little longer. I don't know if I can unglue it. Just, oh yeah, I can still do it. I'll just put another strip. I just went a little too close in the crease, the fold line. So I'm just going to move it a tiny bit. Actually, I wanted to follow the bit of tape, and I don't think I did. There. Ah, it's a little seems that it's not super straight. There, okay. Just going to fold this. Let me see how the paper fits in there. Oh yes, what I was going to say is if you have more time than this last minute craft, as I called it, of course, take your time and decorate more. I'm just trying to give you a little, you know, I'm in a hurry. Oh my goodness, what should I do? Right? So now I'm having an idea as I'm doing this with you. I'm going to grab one of the scraps of paper here. Hold on. So I have this paper here. I'm going to, actually, I'm just going to stamp the word notes, I should say, right? Because this is a notepad. And I'm going to stamp it here. I hope it fits. Yep. Oh, actually, wait now. I have a better idea. I'm going to stamp it again. But I will stamp it this way. And I'll leave space a little bit all around. Like that. And then I will cut it. I hope it's going to, yeah, it will fit. It's not too wide. Like this. And leave the same amount of space all around. As much as I can. Just, oops. Careful that it doesn't move. There. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Move this aside. And now, oops. And it's fun because it's going to fit our little journal. It's going to be gorgeous. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, now is the time where you want to align all your papers. Make sure. So I want them to be more aligned with the top. Is this a fiber? Yes, it was. I want them to be aligned with the top. And this I want to be in the middle. So there's like an equal part of white on each side. That's just me. Just like that. Then I want to put it in here. And align it with, you know, the backing. And then I will fold it this way. Like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, this is all handmade. I think people understand. So I'm just going to clamp it here for now. So at least I know nothing will move while I do this part here, which is just going to put just a strip of glue there, just to help me out a little bit. And there. I'm going to put it right where I want it. Just like that. Now I'm going to punch the holes on each side of the word note. Just like that. And the other one. And now, I mean, come on. Could this be any easier? I don't think it could, really. I don't think it could. There you go. It's as easy as this. And now you have a beautiful notebook that, of course, the notepad can be used on both sides. The person can certainly reuse this outer layer if they really love it by opening these and putting their own strips of papers later on, because nothing is glued, nothing is sewed in, right? So it gives them the freedom to do so. So right now, I don't know if you've noticed, but this little present is getting mighty interesting. The last idea. Now for the next project, you can use, if you have beautiful papers like these, they're perfect, but I want to stay within the same theme, obviously, but it would have to be somewhat thick. However, again, like we did earlier, you can simply glue a page on the back of another page to make it a little thicker. What you heard now was just my printer, because I just printed this on cardstock for this project. So we're going to make a frame. I had to pause, so I'm not sure if I was mid-sentence. I want it to be just about, I don't know, something like this, and maybe we'll see. I can trim it after. I'm just gonna decide real quick, you know, on the size of this. I'm using my boy's picture, and it could be a mini painting you put in there. It could be empty, of course, for the person to put whatever they want to put in. I'm just going to fold the paper right now. I could just cut two pieces and make sure that they fit, but I'm just going to fold it. That way both pieces will be the same size right away. And yes, you will have scraps, but I don't think it's you know, doesn't matter. I've been working with scraps to make these, so the more scraps the better, I guess. Okay, so I did make lines, but I kind of lost sight of, oh, it's right here, but now I think it's too wide, so I don't know. I'm just going to go with what I feel. So I think actually I'm going to cut the height first. Where's the line I did? Oh, right here, I see it. I think it was a little too high as well, so I'm just going to reduce it to right about here. And how about let me see what I had in mind. See, that's a pretty good size right there. I think this is nice. Let's go with this. Now I'm just taking this picture. Obviously you can take measures if you have a picture in mind, but if you're not going to put a picture in it and offer it empty so the person can put their own picture, then just choose the size that you think you want to make this frame for. So I have this frame punch. Not everybody has that. Some of you have like a die cutting machine. Go with that if you have a frame die that you can use, or this, or the good old method of making a square. Like you can trace, you know, a square right here or a rectangle, whatever, and just cut it with a utility knife or a scissor and make your own frame. The old method always works when you don't have anything else, but I just so happen to have this and I will use it. Unfortunately, I can't show you on camera because I can't press down on this table. This is a glass table with a wood cover, so I would be a little nervous. I'll be right back though. So I have my frames. Oops, where's the other one? I think I lost one on my way here. Hold on. Okay, now I got both. I dropped one on the floor. So we're going to do, it's a little bit like a window, except it's going to be more of a pocket because you have to slide something in it. So I'm just going to loosely measure what I need here, and I use old packaging. Now this is just one idea, okay, and it needs to be cut pretty much, I would say, just right about here. I'll make both lines join. I hope I haven't moved too much. A little out of frame here, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to cut straight for once. Let's see if I have succeeded. Not bad. Now this is double, right, because it was a packaging, but since this will end up being a pocket, it's like both these sides are already glued for me, and I will leave the top open and you'll understand why. So I will put a piece of double-sided tape here just to have this. But if you don't have, you know, the corner part of a packaging, clearly just cut two of these, it's fine. And what you would do next will be pretty much what we're going to, actually, I'm just going, just for the sake, because I don't want you to try and think of what is it that you should do. I'll just cut it. It doesn't matter because it's the same. I think it will just be easier for you to understand if I actually show you, if you didn't have, you know, the already joined two pieces of plastic. There you go. Okay, so you would start by gluing the first one on one side of your frame, just like so. I will fast forward this because this is just me applying this. Okay, now we will take the backing off. Like this. And we will glue our first side. You don't have to, by the way, but you'll understand where I'm going with this double frame. You can do the back plain and then only have the frame on top, but I'll tell you why I'm doing it this way. I'm just trying to give you more options, okay? Oops. Oh, Chantal. Okay, let's try this again without gluing our fingers to the frame. Okay, first part is done. Oops, could do without the fold here. Okay, now we will, I'm not sure, I think I'm going to, where's the other one? Here it is. I'm going to do this one. Now, if you think, oh, then you just join it, that's pretty close to the truth. And yes, it will be see-through, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Again, it's to give you options to what to put in it. So, and I'll give you an example before I let you go of what else you could have done instead of what we're doing right now. Again, this is last minute present ideas. And yeah, I think this should be really fun. Oh, my printer just, I don't know, decided to talk to me or what? What's going on? I heard this noise, but not doing anything. I know it forgot to print one page, but maybe I didn't press print. Okay, so we're going to glue this second one right here. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so now we have to join these two. I'm just going to make sure, you know, I don't think it matters at this point, but maybe this way. Okay, so you can glue, you can put, actually you could certainly put liquid glue on all three sides. So if my glue will cooperate, I think that's what I'm going to do. And you must leave one side open. So you decide if it's this, the top or on the side. I'm thinking maybe I'll leave, I'm not sure actually what I want to do, the top or the side. I think the top. Why not? It doesn't change much. It's really okay. This glue again. Okay, so I will just put a tiny bit of glue here, not too much. I do want my picture to fit in. I don't know why it's colored. Maybe it's the rusting maybe of the needle thing I put in there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't show. And it still dries clear. There. So I'll have all three sides glued. I'm just going to make sure I make the layer of glue a little thin so it doesn't spread and then glue too much of this frame together, and then I have no space for what I want to put in it. So we will do this. There, just like that. Take your time to align yourself. And that's the good thing about having liquid glue. You can always like wiggle around a tiny bit. I will ink the edges, and I think I will use, I'm tempted to use the black again like we did earlier, but I will round the corners first. Like this. Oh yes, so whoops, this is not really rounded. Let me round this again. There we go. I don't know if it's super glued just yet. I kind of went a little quick on this. I'm just gonna hold it while I ink the edges so it doesn't come undone. Now, if you're doing this as a last minute Christmas gift, of course you can put Christmas decoration, but I just want it to be, you know, a general, you know, idea, a general present. It doesn't have to be Christmassy, especially since it's a present. It's not only going to be used as, you know, at Christmas, but this can also give you an idea. If you use paper that is Christmassy, you can punch a hole, put a rope, and this becomes a Christmas ornament, and the light will go through because it's see-through. So it's really cool to have the light shine through, and then you have your image here. So that's just an idea. Now let's say you want to offer this as a frame for a picture. The nice thing is you can change the picture, right? Now I didn't measure this specifically for this picture. I'm hoping it kind of fits. Oh yeah, that's nice, just like that. But you can also put a second picture in the back, okay? And then you can decide it becomes an ornament, again, if you've done this as Christmassy. But if it's not as an ornament, and you don't want it to be double-sided, then all you would have done is make one frame. Remember, I had two, I dropped one on the floor. So you would just do a single frame and glue a plastic on one side, and the back, you would have simply put a plain back. Okay, there's no need to add anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be double-sided. I'm just giving you options because let's say you decide to put, I don't know if it's going to fit. I just grabbed it from the drawer. It might be too wide. Yeah, it is a little too wide. But let's say you decide to put some dried flowers that you've put in plastic like this, right? And then you can change the flower whenever you want. Do you know what I mean? It could be very useful because then when you flip it around, it will always be beautiful, right? Like I said, there's so many options, but this little frame, you can also easily, now like I said, this is not perfect to this frame. I would have made measures if I wanted to put this specific picture, or I could trim the picture, okay, and then glue it on, let's say, like a colored paper this way, and it would frame all around, and the frame, the brown frame or black frame, would show in the clear package. Okay, so really do it as you wish, because this is yours and this is just an extra idea for another present. But if you wanted it to be made as, like, let's say there's only one window and it's only in the front, and to put whatever picture you want, right? Or a little mini watercolor painting. I make a lot of, let me show you. Okay, I have none on hand, but let's say instead of a picture, you made an art thing, not this, it's too wide, but like a painting, and you wanted it to be in this is too big, but you get the idea. So no, you clearly don't need it to be both sides. I'm just showing you, it's like a pocket frame, if you will, right? And I'm just showing you this because it's part of me showing you how to do things, but I'm also giving you options. So let's say this has no pocket in the back and it's just a frame with a solid back. Okay, this is just a frame, and in the back it's just solid, there's nothing. Then you could easily have it to stand up. All you have to do is to create a little stand for it, and it's just a folded piece of paper, and you glue it there, and your picture frame will stand up. But it could also you could also put a magnet and put it on your refrigerator, or anywhere you have something that's magnetized or metal that you could put it on. And the sweet thing is, like I said, you can switch the picture as the seasons go, or a new picture, or like I said, a mini watercolor painting, and then you put, I don't know, a Christmas watercolor, and then you make a spring one. You know what I mean? And when you give it as a present, if you do have something you can already put in, then just go right ahead. Actually, let's say you're in the Christmas season, you could also use one of your beautiful stamps, stamp it on a regular piece of paper, put a stamp, write Merry Christmas, slide it in. If it's Easter, you could use rub-ons or something you've cut out of a journal, of a decoupage book like this, right? And make a little image, Happy Spring or Happy Easter, and you put it in. So this becomes an interactive frame, if you will, that you can put whatever you want. And again, this is a pocket frame so that you can, use both sides, but it really doesn't have to be. It could be just a regular frame with nothing in the back, because you'll never see the back. if you put it on the fridge or anywhere else, and then just put whatever image you want as the season changes. So this is what I had for you today. I'm really hoping you understand how beautiful and complete this present is. And of course, I took a little over an hour, but you know, when you're in your own studio, you don't have to show anyone what you're doing. An hour is more than enough to create these beauties. And now you have a complete present to offer somebody. You put that in a nice little envelope that you decorate yourself, or a nice little Christmas bag that you decorate yourself, and you got yourself, if I do say so myself, a very nice present to give, whether it's at Christmas or on a birthday. And it doesn't have to be last minute. I just wanted to show you that it could be done within the hour with scraps of paper. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you maybe learned something. I certainly hope I've inspired you to create your own things. And go ahead, look in your scraps and see what you can do real quick. I mean, there's no sewing here. This was so easy, and it's so pretty. You know, I'm always looking for papers sometimes in my purse, and it's like, oh, I need to write something down. Well, there you go. You have this, you know? And these beautiful bookmarks. I mean, come on. Aren't they just absolutely adorable? And like I said, this has many, many options. This is just one of them. So with backing, or, you know, put a little paper and a cardstock behind it and make it a stand-up frame. It could be double-sided if you wanted to put it as an ornament in a tree or in a window, and then it can flip around and you have two images. It could be dried flowers. I mean, I think I've given you enough ideas. So I give you a great big hug from here in Nova Scotia, Canada. I do hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. And if you're watching this during the holiday season, I do wish you a happy holiday wherever you may be. Okay, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.